Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome to my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please donate on patreon.com. So today we are going to do the dinner portion of our SERAC, the Adventure Pack, Pack 1. This was packed in 2020. So this whole meal has got 6,000 or 2,600, or the entire ration has got 2,600 kcal. So let's see what we're going to have. This is just a ration heater. We're going to do the chicken biryani. So this stuff has got around sort of 19% chicken, 18% white rice. We've got some onion powder. There is some tomato puree in there. There's some garlic, some sultanas, spices. They don't really say what spices they have in here. And that's more or less it. Maybe 2 or 3 other stuff that I haven't. Oh yeah, chicken stock as well, and water. But more or less, this is more or less what it has. So this is 400 grams. Energy here is about 441 kcals. I'm not going to read all of those. And this is 400 grams. We're going to do the coffee. This is a 3-in-1. It takes 200 mils. We've got some serviette and salt and pepper if we wanted it. We've got our spork and the ration heater. So I'm going to do again. This is the same outer bag we used. This is the little inner packet. So according to this, you put in your meal. Then you're going to add water in here and put it in there as well. Sort of open it there. There we go, and this thing can stand upright, and then you seal this and put it in here as well. So this flameless heating pad does not have a 10-notch. So you need a knife for this. And of course I struggle to open this, but well. And there we go. So I'm going to add again the water just in here. It sort of helps to, if you want to have it upright, you really have to add the water in this. And then you just slip this in the middle. And we will add cold water to see how, or in the coffee as well, to see how this heats up. And I know how the coffee tastes. That's what I'm going to do. For if it's spraying open in here, it doesn't matter. I have already tasted the coffee, which is, if you like sugar and stuff in your coffee, it's really nice. So we will go heat this up, and then you can just close this. This is a Ziploc, and there is a little hole so that the steam can escape. You really have to be fast if you close it, because this thing really the heater wakes up fast, or quite viciously. So I'll see you when I fix this. Okay, so I've heated the coffee in the ration heater as well. Of course I've rinsed both the coffee and the food afterwards, since it was in the ration heater. So let's open this. I always rinse my food if I add it in the ration heater. So let's do the coffee. It's not as frothy as it would be if you just shake it with hot water. Well, it's hot enough, although I think it mixes better if you use hot water from the beginning and don't use the ration heater. But if you don't have any way to do hot water and you want your coffee, you can use the ration heater to heat the coffee. So the coffee, there's sugar in there, there's milk. The only thing you lack is froth, but you can actually froth it up now. It's not bad. Now let's see our biryani. So I've cut it off at the second 10-notch. There's a 10-notch on the top and a 10-notch at the bottom. If you use the bottom 10-notch, you have to cut it because it's over the label, or the label is over the 10-notch part. And it's a bit, if you just start, it's a bit, you really want to start at the top 10-notch maybe, because your food is sometimes a bit full for this. So this is our chicken biryani. So let's taste this. I think there's a piece of chicken, there's rice. Oh yes, there's lentils in here as well. I think they changed the recipe a bit. The previous biryani was a bit more, there was like a cinnamon taste to this. This doesn't have the cinnamon taste. it's a bit hotter, as in heat some other, whatever the spiciness. Chicken is a bit dry, but the rice is nice and soft. Okay, let's do about the heat, the actual heat of it, like the warmth. I would, it's really difficult to get this stuff heated up nicely if you have if the ration heater is upright, so if you have your coffee in there as well. You really have to, I also added a bit of water to the ration heater pad just after I turned, because halfway through I sort of turned the stuff around so that the pouch, so that the other side can get hot. This you can eat, is eat temperature. It's not too hot, but really, if you can make your coffee separate with hot water, it's the ration heater, because you can then tip it, sort of incline it a bit, and shake it around more, maybe. I think your stuff gets warmer nicer. But this is eatable. So let's shake this about a bit and see if we can do a bit of a froth here. And again, you can take this sort of, if you don't want to burn your hands, but it's not that warm. So let's see if we did a bit of a froth here now. Ah, there we go, we got a bit of a froth there. Much better with a bit of froth. So this is a bit sweet. You use 200 mils here. It's quite nice. And as I said, drinking, this is just, it's not, you will not burn yourself, but it's sort of drinking temperature. And this is sort of eating temperature. I'm not sure what spices they use here. There's definitely cumin, or is it cumin? No, turmeric, sorry. There's definitely turmeric there. Almost a sticky sauce. As I said, the chicken a bit dry, because it's real chicken breasts. The rice is nice and soft, so that helps with the dryness of the chicken. The lentils give it a bit of texture, together with the chicken meat. If you can squash the chicken meat before you heat this up, it will help just to get it a bit thinner or in smaller pieces. There's no extra sauce hanging about as in the pastas. It's just a thick, sort of a thick sticky covering for the rice. So what it tastes like, I'm not sure what it tastes like. It's really difficult to describe, but it's flavorful though. So this was our dinner. So the chicken biryani and our coffee, and I heated both in the ration heater, so it works for both. You just put the coffee and the food on either side of the ration heater. What you might try is, in these meals there are, if you don't use the ration heater for breakfast, there is sometimes free ration heater pads, so you might add an extra pad in there. I don't know if it will work, but this just get it up to heat temperature. So that's actually all you want. You just want to heat your food up enough so that you can eat it. Of course, if you have only your food in there, it gets much hotter, because then you can literally play with the ration heater and shake it about more. If you have just have the heater pad without, and not put the heater pad in its little bag, you can shake it about more. It's just, you can just agitate it more, so it works a bit better. But for this, this is warm enough to eat. You won't burn yourself here, so it works satisfactorily. So this was the dinner portion of our SERAC, the Adventure Pack, menu number 1. I'm not going to use the salt or the pepper and stuff. I must actually sometime do the wet wipes, and I'm not going to test the tissues, but I'll sometime test the wet wipes as well. So this is it, brings us to the end of our little meal. Quite nice. And the ration heater works in multiple ways. You can heat your coffee there, you can do your food there. Just remember, if you do your stuff, if you use the ration heater, just rinse your packages before you use it, because there's a residue on it. It seems almost that if you put the water in that little pouch, the pad come in, just add it to that. It's almost as if it leaves more of a residue on your stuff. I don't know. But anyway, rinse your stuff if you use it inside a ration heater. So, thanks for watching. Please support the channel. Please subscribe and please go donate on patreon.com.